Hello guys, if you look at this Nifty yesterday chart, there was a strong up move here. You will observe three interesting things on this Nifty chart. First thing is there is a good 524 point movement from the low to the highest point. So 525 points is very quite unusual for Nifty. Second thing is we have a strong delta of 60,000. Again, this indicates that there is a strong buying. Third thing is nowhere on this whole day the previous low on 30 minutes has been broken. So which means that there is no proper pullback. Whenever you see a market that is not giving any kind of proper pullback below the previous 30 minutes, that we call it as a one time frame market. So if you look at these markets, these are very strong in buying momentum, and most of the contrarian traders, they get caught in this strong buying momentum. So to understand these markets, there are three essential things you need. First thing is, what is yesterday? It's a Friday. So what's unique about this Friday is that you have Thursday, weekly expiry has been over, and whatever the fresh positions the short-term traders are going to take will be much lesser, and there won't be any kind of serious resistance or support at call writing and put writing. So it will be much easier for momentum traders to take control of the market. Second thing you need to understand here is understanding the chart itself. So let's understand this chart using market profile and order flow. So when you look at this chart, you will observe from last 3 days it was a sideways market. There was a gap down opening. So start from this here. The prices have gapped down, but the prices went up, and the closing itself is somewhere around middle of the day. So this was the budget day. What happened here? The prices gapped up and there was a down move, and then immediately the prices went up, and the prices have closed somewhere flat around the previous close. So this again indicates that there is not much of strong buying momentum. And let's look at the next day. What happened? Again, the prices have closed somewhere flat near to the previous day close. So this indicates that continuously for 3 to 4 days the prices are coming back to the previous close. And look at this day, same thing happened. There was a strong gap down because of global markets going into red by 3.6% or so. So there was a strong gap down, but the prices again strongly came back, and the prices have closed flat around the previous day close. So this indicates basically the buyers are very strong. And let's look at on daily time frame what happened here. From last 3 days, if you look at, there was a strong selling momentum. Delta itself is on budget day, delta itself is 27k, which is saying that strong sellers are there. But look at how the price is closing. So the price is closing with a big wick. So that says that someone are absorbing at the lower levels. They are finding it as much better value. And second day also 22,000. It's a very good delta in order flow. Strong selling is there, but despite of that the prices have not made a lower low. At the same time, higher high also has not been made. And look at third day. There was a strong gap down and 15k delta. Strong buying is there. They were managed to close the prices flat around the previous day opening. So all these three things indicates that the lower prices are attracting the buying, and at the same time there is a strong weak high here. So this weak high is nothing but, in market profile this comes whenever you see 2 days high or 2 days lows exactly at the same point rejecting, we call them as weak high or weak low, because the prices are getting rejected around this same point, we call this as weak high. Now whenever this happens, these act as a very strong price magnets. So this is with the context so far now. So there is a price magnet here, there is a strong buying coming at the low levels, and there is a strong institutional buyer at the low levels with a strong imbalance, 44.8k against 474 selling. Now let's get back to the 30 minutes chart. I'm going back to market profile chart. I assume that you have little understanding of what is market profile. So if you don't have understanding, I am attaching a link in the below description. You can go through that basics. Whenever you see value areas overlapping consistently, It means that the traders who are comfortable on trading the previous value area, they are trying to push through the previous value area. So look at this area. The prices almost went more than half of the previous day and then came back, and here also. So this says that the value traders are comfortable in trading previous value. So what happened here is, supposedly the previous value area, whole value area has to cover, but that has not happened here. So what happens? This becomes a unfinished business. So once you have this unfinished business, the prices will likely cover these areas in the short span of time, and more number of such kind of unfinished business are there, then the probability of prices reverting to these areas increases. So here we have, and what happened yesterday, basically the prices opened all the way above the last 2-day balance. So what does it mean is, in market profile, if the prices opens outside the value area, that indicates that there is a strong directional traders present. So most often, if not always, most often the prices goes in that direction likely. So the opening confidence itself is strong here. And then look at the first 30 minutes itself, we have a open test drive. So what is open test drive here is, the prices opened at this point and then tested the previous value area high and then drive in another direction. So this says that the sellers, while the prices are testing value area high of previous day, they have failed. So basically this gives the opportunity for buyers to take control of the day, and where it is closing all the way above the 4 days value area. So this indicates, so whenever you see a open test drive closing above some good reference points, that indicates that the prices might go in that direction further. So one more thing you need to understand, there is a acceptance in 19th value area, last Friday value area, that indicates again the prices might cover the entire value and it might further go to the week high which is there few weeks back. And to understand what is acceptance, what is rejection, I am attaching a video related to this at the end of the video. You can go through that. And since we had discussed with market profile, let's go into order flow. So we discussed the prices opening outside the value area itself indicates that there is a strong buying pressure, directional traders are there. Now what happened? There is a strong open test drive, already we discussed, which is a concept of market profile. And then look at the delta here. So the delta itself is 7.1k. So what does 7.1k delta tells you is that there is a strong buying here, and the prices have closed above the buying imbalances. So there is a buying imbalances 4.8k against 550 sellers. There is 1k buyers here. So the orange color, whatever you are looking at, is the strong buying imbalances. Again, to understand this buying imbalances, just go through the link I am attaching at the end of the video. So what happened? The previous high has been broken. Once the previous high breaks, what does it tell you? Buyers are taking control and continuously the prices are breaking previous highs, and look at the delta that is continuously increasing. 7.1k delta, 8.7k and 5.3k, 6.7k. Nowhere you will see the delta decreasing. So 6.7k, 8.4k, 8.3k, 6.6k and then 9.3k. So continuously the delta is increasing at each and every level. So this indicates that strong momentum buyers are continuously coming in. And not only this, focus on these candles of 30 minutes. Continuously there is a strong buying imbalances at each and every point of the candle, and the price is continuously closing above the buying imbalances. So this further solidifies the idea that the market is omnidirectional, means it's going in a single direction without any kind of proper pullbacks. So these kind of omnidirectional markets or trending markets are very rare. So rare, they happen less than 5% of the total markets. And because of the rarity, this is why the most of the contrarian traders, they get trapped in these markets. These markets are least reliable. What does it mean when I say least reliable is that, so markets always tries to balance out the imbalance area. So the one time frame market, whatever has happened, there are too many imbalances. There is a imbalance, there is a imbalance, there is a imbalance here, imbalance here. Here the imbalance has been cleared, but there are too many imbalances. So once the buying momentum is lost out, the prices comes back to this imbalance area to balance out the market, to test the buyer strength here. How do you trade this kind of strong buying momentum markets is that so what you do, as long as the previous high is breaking, keep the value area high as a target and keep these poor high poor lows as a good target, and if you have some other virgin POCs, keep them as targets. One more thing you need to remember is that the prices generally on this kind of trending markets, you will see a range extension more or less equal to 100% of the IB. So the first 1 hour is the IB here. Let's say if this is this 1 hour is 220 points approximately, which is quite high again, but that range extension has been successful 100%. One more thing is you need to understand the prices are near 25k. So previously few days back the prices got rejected way before it could go for 25,000, but now the price is near to the 25,000. This 25,000, it acts as a very good psychological reference point. So both buyers comes there strongly, and at the same time sellers also comes strongly. Previously it has been rejected somewhere around 24,830 itself, but now there is a good possibility with this kind of delta 25,000 will be tested, but will it sustain? Maybe, maybe not. So you need to look for the follow-up on Monday. So this is how you understand a strong momentum market, guys. So you have plenty of things. One thing you have where the price is opening and where the price is closing at the first 30 minutes or 1 hour. Most of the time if the prices closes inside the value area, the whole value area will get covered. And third thing, are there any kind of references, strong price magnets at those previous price action levels? Before we wrap this up, I'm curious what you guys want to see next. Drop a comment below with your ideas and I'll do my best to make it happen in my next video. Also, I have included 2 more videos at the end of this video to make you understand better about market profile and order flow and the concepts what we have discussed in this video. Don't forget to go through them to get a deeper understanding into these advanced subjects, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.